Hello everybody, my name is Matt and welcome to my very first Booktube video. I'm pretty new to Booktube, been watching it off and on for a couple of years, but I am not new to reading books. Been reading them since I've been able to, of course, and as a kid, of course, I probably did not read as many books as I should have, but because of distractions, video games, and just being a kid, wanting to be outside and stuff. But I've grown much older now, as you can see, with the gray hair, and I really like books, and I think the Booktube community is a great way of talking with others and getting to know others and their tastes in books. And it seems like Booktube is really one of the nicer communities on YouTube. Some of them can be pretty toxic. I'm sure Booktube is toxic as well, just like any other thing. So yeah, I've been a reader since a kid, and I just want to explain why I'm doing these videos and what will be on the channel and what will not be on the channel. Just my plans for the channel. You probably won't be seeing book hauls, at least like buying a lot of books at once and like bringing them home and being like, "Hey, look at this one and look at this one," because I am poor and I don't really have money or really space for more stuff, I guess. And I'm by no means a minimalist, but I've been trying to reduce the stuff coming into the house. And when I do buy stuff at thrift stores, they're kind of meant to be eventually going back to the thrift store, kind of like like a recycling sort of thing, I guess, or maybe putting them in little libraries. So yeah, you won't be seeing like big book hauls or anything like that. Maybe going to the library. I'm a big proponent I think that's the word, of libraries. Excuse me. I've gone to the library since I was a kid with my dad, and I don't know, they're just a great resource, and I hope they never go away, because that would be sad, and I'd actually have to buy stuff. So yeah, about 90% of the stuff you'll see on this channel will be from libraries, and I really like it when booktubers like promote libraries rather than just going out and buying books by the pound. So yeah, and like I said, another thing that you may see is I do like going to thrift stores, so you may see me like going to a thrift store and just seeing what kind of books they have and maybe bringing back one or two. Like, it's not going to be like a big, huge, stack of literature. So anyway, I guess I should talk about like what I like to read. I really don't have a defined genre of books that I read. I'll pretty much read anything except for maybe romance. Not a huge romance guy, I guess, but I like fantasy, classic literature, nonfiction. Like anything is game on this channel. Trying to think of other genres. Probably sci-fi is another one that I like. Come on, dog. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but he does have allergies, so if you see my arm going out or anything, it's to prevent from scratching. Stop! So, what was I talking about? Yeah, genres, I think. Yeah, so you'll see you'll see that I like all sorts of genres. This isn't going to be like a one genre type of channel. Like some people focus in on fantasy or sci-fi or whatever, but I like all books. One thing that I may get into later in this channel is I've been thinking, like one of my bucket list things is to read all of the Pulitzer Prize winning novels. That's definitely a bucket list because there's quite a bit, but it'd take a while to get caught up to the to the actual year that to the actual year that it's being put out. But I've got a few under my belt so far. It's kind of depressing because it kind of makes me think like, is all I'm gonna have to read is Pulitzer Prize books from now on to get caught up. But I think I'll be able to read all sorts of stuff without. And it's just a bucket list, a silly kind of bucket list sort of thing. It's not like a serious thing or anything. So yeah, all sorts of genres. I just do real quick, just show you like kind of stuff that I do read, that I'm reading right now, just as kind of an example. First, I have read this one already. The next two are ones that I do plan on reading. This is like backwards or whatever. But I will flip that. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Hopefully you saw that. Yeah, that book was great. Kind of science fiction, a little bit of drama, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of romance. This book was really good. And then I'm currently reading a Pulitzer Prize winning book from this year, Night Watch by Jane Ann Phillips. I've never read anything from her, but I believe this is the Pulitzer Prize from this year, 2024. And I'm kind of in the middle of this one. I've been reading this off and on. This is also a Pulitzer Prize winning book, and this I actually found at a thrift store find. I was really surprised to find it. Overstory by Richard Powers. So yeah, that's just kind of an example of what I read, I guess. And I read things that people suggest. Like that's how I, on like Goodreads or Booktube or whatever, I'll just pick it up or try to pick it up and either read or listen to it. Been doing a lot of listening to audiobooks lately. So, yeah. Oh, and another book that I've been listening to is Brandon Sanderson's The Way of Kings, or Way of the King. I'm not too sure which one it is, but and that's been pretty good too. It's very long, but and I know Brandon Sanderson is like huge on Booktube, but I'm just new to him as well, and I'm enjoying it so far. I do have to focus in my attention when listening, and but yeah, he's been good so far, and I'll probably do videos later on after I've finished maybe one or two of his books. Stop. So, another thing I probably won't be doing on this channel is like book reviews or like critiques of books, because I am not a writer. I'm not like a professional critic. I don't claim to be, but like I have no right to critique anyone else's writing. I mean, as far as art goes, I think it's a very subjective thing, and to me, when people critique people's stuff, it could be anything: art, movies, books. I don't know, I just don't think it's right. Like, if you've done it, if you've done art, if you've done a painting, you have a little bit more credibility. Like, you might be able to like critique someone's work more, but I am not a writer, so I'm not gonna be like bringing I won't criticize work or anything like that. I'll pretty much just promote books that I like and tell people about books that I am reading, but I'll try not to poo-poo anything, because that's not nice about anything. Like, I don't know, I see people like criticizing movies and stuff. It's like, well, could you do any better, you know? Like, and that's what I think. Like, if I think a book is bad or whatever, I'm not gonna like verbalize it to everyone, because I've never written a book. Like, kudos to them for writing a book. So, just wanted to get that out there. Now, I've been talking about what I won't do on Booktube. It seems like a lot, but a few of the things I will be doing is like silly little challenges, like only reading from like those little libraries. I've seen people do that on Booktube, and it's I thought that's kind of neat, so may do that. I'll do library visits. I think those are kind of cool. I'll probably be doing a lot of what I'm reading at the time, because I enjoy watching those on YouTube a lot. So those and book lists, like my top 10 like Stephen King books, or I don't know, I can't think of any authors right now off the top of my head. My favorite Lord of the Ring book or something like that. Another thing is just my opinions on like what's going on in the community, I guess. It's not like my opinion matters or anything. It's just everyone else shares their opinion, so hey, why not me? So yeah, so I'm kind of excited about being part of the Booktube community, and I hope that you enjoy the videos to come. Another thing about this channel is I'm not gonna promise like I'll do videos every week, because like that just kind of burns people out. So I am going to do this as a fun project. This isn't I don't think this will turn into like a money-making venture or anything. If it did, hey, that'd be great, but I don't think Booktube videos are being pushed that much by the YouTube algorithm, so I don't see like stacks of money from this channel in the future. So this is just for fun. I'll try to post one every week, but I may not have much to talk about, because I don't read at lightning speed. Another video that I may excuse me, another video that I may make in the future is listening to books versus just like traditional reading, because I do listen to a lot of books, and I would say I listen more to books. I do more audiobooks than actual books. That may be a sin in the YouTube community, but hey, I'll admit to it. So just want to be open and honest with you guys. So this whole YouTube thing, it's just for fun. Like, I mean, that's why people get into YouTube in the first place, just to have fun. It's when you start worrying about money is when it gets like to be a slog, I guess. Or when you put so much effort into it expecting money and no one views. Like, that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't want any views. But like, I hope I do get some views. My goal in this whole thing is just to build a community of people, get my views out there, and hopefully, like I said, build a community of people that like talking about books that I like talking about. So yeah, I'll try to post as much as I can, and just be patient. And I think most people on YouTube, Booktube, are patient, because I mean, they're readers. Books are a very kind of patient form of media. It's the longest to consume. A movie you can get through in 2 hours or so, though lately it's been like 3 hours for these huge Marvel movies. But yeah, more like I said, movies 2 hours, an album maybe an hour, but a book, it can consume your life for 20 hours or so, or throughout a month or 2 months. And it's a very slow, patient, kind of studied form of media. And I just think that the Booktube community is more like a thoughtful kind of community that hopefully is not as toxic as I think it is. And yeah, I hope to see you in more videos, and I I hope that this thing works out, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.